Tonight, the wash day miracle that gives you the cleanest clothes in town brings you in person, direct from Hollywood, that zany, lovable clown of clowns, Red Skelton.
T-I-D-E, Tide presents Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and happy Father's Day to you, too. See, I thought I'd wear all the gifts so I wouldn't hurt anybody's feelings, you know. No! That's another tie. I thought it was my tongue hanging out. But this time we would like to thank the Democrat and Republican parties for giving up their time so that this program could be heard. But to get back now to Father's Day, which we're going to talk about this evening, did you realize that half of the parents in the world today are fathers? There'll be a writers' meeting in 5 minutes. You know, there's an old saying about fathers. It's so old that they don't even remember it anymore. Warm up the car, boys. I remember Father's Day back in Vincennes, Indiana. It was sort of hazy to me now. I was 17 at the time. It's sort of hazy like an old kinescope, you see. And I was going with a girl at that time. She was much older than I was. I won't say how old she was, but when Grant took Richmond, she was taking Seritan. Don't go away. There'll be a reading of the will any minute. Say, for a special treat this Father's Day, my wife let me go down to the beach to see the new bathing suits. I'm going again next Father's Day, too. Say, some of have you seen the new bathing suits? I'm telling you, there was one girl down there. It's a wonder she didn't get arrested. It's a wonder I didn't get arrested. Hey, there were two seagulls. Two seagulls were flying. There were two seagulls flying, and one of them says, Gertrude. And she says, yes, Ralph. His name was really Sam, but it was a married seagull. He says, yes, Ralph. He says, have you tried a chlorophyll? He says, what's wrong with you? He says, about your breath. He says, what about my breath? He says, have you been eating fish lately? Better get packing, Tiny Tim. Say, this morning, Richard and Valentina came into my room, and they had a little present, see, for me for Father's Day, and they came in, see, and I pretended I was asleep, and they came in, and they said, should we wake him up? And Richard says, I don't know, but there's the old boy laying there, look at him. He don't look very brilliant, does he, huh? He said, we could have done worse, we could have done worse. He says, well, shall we wake him up? She says, yeah, but be sure and laugh or he'll cut off our allowances. The other day I walked into the living room and the cat was laying there like this, see? The cat was laying there. And I says, what's the matter, kitten? He says, what happens to me shouldn't happen to a dog. I says, Richard again? He says, who else? I says, what now? He says, not only does he want to pull my tail, but he wants to unscrew it and take it to school and pull it there, too. I says, well, how can he unscrew your tail? He says, do you see my tail? I says, no. He says, why did you give that boy a monkey wrench? Richard came in the other day and he said to me, he says, let's buy some chinchillas. That's chinchillas. Those are rabbits with mink coats on, you know. He says, we can have two of them, and it costs $1,000 a piece, see? We get two of them, and before long we'll have four of them, and then we can sell the first two and get you money back, and then that way I'm in business on my own. I said, I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a chinchilla. He said, well, then just buy one chinchilla. Then that way, then we'll soon have two chinchillas, and that way we... You know, I still haven't figured out a way to explain it to him.
Skelton Scrapbook. Let's talk about father.
Say, are you nervous?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I nervous. I'm as nervous as a June bride without a can opener. Gotta get out of this rut, I know that. You got a cigarette?
Yeah, a cigarette right
would
here.
you please?
Here you go.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you, old man.
Want a match?
No, I don't smoke. It'd be the right thing to do.
You know, this is my first baby.
Your first one? Oh.
I'm pretty nervous. How do you manage to keep so cool and collected?
Cool and calm, boy. Cool. Oh, I keep cool. The doctor will collect later. Don't worry. See, I use the psychological approach.
Oh?
Yes, I never let this bother me, you see. I use the psychological approach.
Hey, I thought you weren't nervous.
I'm not. I just thought I'd like to be burped.
Well, what do you want, a boy or a girl?
Well, I really wanted a Great Dane, but they wouldn't pay any attention to me. You know, this... Ah! Well, I thought I ripped out one of my veins.
Oh, really? Tell me now, what kind of baby do you want?
Oh, a rich one if I could get it.
Listen, why don't you tell the story?
Do I?
Tell the story.
Oh, don't be silly. Don't make me laugh. Buck don't deliver babies.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, no, he don't.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, no, he don't. Oh, yes, he does. You know, I gotta lay off of that chlorophyll gin, you know. I'm seeing things.
You know, it's a funny thing. Right now, we're just regular citizens.
Yeah?
But in a few minutes, we'll be fathers.
Yeah. I wonder if it's too late to call it off.
Someday I'll be able to walk down the street with that little tot toddling along beside me, my son. Do you hear me? That will be my son. My son. My son.
Father. Oh, doctor, what is it? Tell me, what is it, a boy or a girl, doctor? Tell me.
I'm not a doctor. I'm an inmate. I mean an intern.
An inmate? You, boy, you'd have to be to work in a place like this because you got to be nuts to be here. You work here at the hospital, do you, huh?
No, I'm not really an intern.
What do you do?
I just clean up around here.
Oh, that must be quite a job to clean up a place this big.
Oh, no, it's pretty easy. You see, I use Tide.
The new Wash Day Miracle?
Oh, what a sneaky way of getting it in. You mean Tide, the Wash Day Miracle that gets clothes cleaner than any soap?
T-I-D-E, Tide?
Yes, let's not get sickening about it.
Now, Tide washes clothes whiter than you can bleach them.
Oh, Tide washes clothes whiter than you can bleach them. Oh,
Well,
that's
I gotta be going, fellas.
Oh, nice.
Gotta see a friend of mine.
Yes.
He just fell from the 15th floor.
Well, it's a good thing he was near a hospital when it happened.
Yes, it
He
was.
fell from the 15th floor. What happened?
Well, he was washing a window with Tide.
Yes?
And he stepped back to admire his handiwork.
You see, the reason he delivered the commercial is because he just came out of the delivery room.
You know what day this is today?
No, I never know what day it is. You see, I have a Marilyn Monroe calendar, and I never look at the days.
Look, be serious.
Yeah?
This is Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day. Somebody must have gone nuts. I hear the ambulance. Hell, another Sunday driver's bit the dust, you know. You know, once a year they set aside just to call it Father's Day. It comes 1 month after Mother's Day. That gives the stores a chance to change all the leftover handkerchiefs into dyes, you see. Yeah, Father used to be the head of the family, but now he's lucky if he can keep head of the finance company. Yeah?
What a day for a kid's birthday.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yeah, what a day for a kid to be born on, Father's Day. He gets all the presents and Pop gets the rooks. I can just see what it's going to be like when I'm a dad. I remember like it was with me. Now, let's say it's late in the evening and Dad's just coming home. He's coming home to his cool green cottage. It's all covered with a hot mortgage, you know. He's tired and he's got a headache. He's been fighting the traffic jam all the way home. But he's forgotten that now, because now he can relax. He can forget about business. This is another world that he's in. And he sits down in his big easy chair. Then he'll loosen his tie. He'll unbutton his collar. Then he'll reach over and take his favorite pipe. And then he'll say to himself,
My home.
yeah, his home. His and the Bank of America.
Yes, sir, tonight I'm going to live. Going to read my paper, have a good dinner, and watch Ken Murray on television.
Ah, what a wonderful idea.
Tonight
What's Ken
I'm
Murray?
going to
Ken
do his own
Murray?
feeds in my own home.
Ah, that dreamer. Now, he's just got a whiff of what's cooking in the kitchen. He wonders if it's going to be his favorite dish. It won't be long till he finds out, because Mom's coming in with it now. She's
I
got
burned
news.
the roast. Beans again tonight.
Now, Dad would like to talk about all of his accomplishments at the office that day. But he'd like for somebody to be interested in what he's talking about. So he'll just sit there and wait for Mom to ask him what happened.
How did things go at the office today, dear?
Well, you know, Mom, I settled that deal today, and...
Muriel called me. Henrietta had twin boys, 6 pounds 9 ounces each. What deal?
Oh, you know, the one I was counting on so much.
Yeah, he comes home just to hear about all the nice little things that happen. The ice box is leaking. They're going to shut off the gas. She tells him that the roof's in perfect shape, but the house has to be rebuilt.
About that deal now, Mom, I
Do
can
you
count...
remember Sylvia Whiffenpoof? Well, she's back in town with her 5th husband. And if you ask me what I think...
Yeah, Mom's interested in his achievements, but right now she's going to wait and hear them after she's unloaded all the gossip she's heard for the day.
And the places Gladys says they go. And you know Gladys never gossips. But she says that the FBI is going to pick them up any second now. Did you ask Mr. Miller for a raise? You were going to ask Mr. Miller for a raise, did you?
Yes, I asked him.
Well, did he give it to you?
Yeah, with both barrels.
Yeah, poor old Pop asked for the raise, but he had to convince the boss that he'd been working there for 15 years.
He didn't remember you.
He didn't know me from Adam. In fact, he kept calling me Adam.
Oh, Father, you're so wishy-washy. I wish you'd learn to stand up for your rights like other men do. Take Mildred Evans' husband, Paul. The reason he's such a success in business is because... Are you going to sleep while I'm talking to you? How rude can you get, Adam?
My name is not Adam.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Mom doesn't give him much credit. She gives him plenty of love, but not much credit. Well, now it's after dinner, and this is the moment that Pop's been waiting for. He can just sit back now and relax in front of his television set and enjoy the wrestling match.
And now we take you to the stadium, where you will see the wrestling match between Exotic Irving and Cupid Doll Donegan. The exotic
Dad,
one is a
how
popular
can you watch
favorite
those
here at
horrible
stadium.
wrestlers?
His opponent, Cupid Doll Donegan, has his share of followers, too.
Oh, boy.
Oh. A fashion show.
And now we bring you the fashion show from Mamselle Mimi's Fashion Salon. Just wait until you see these fetching creations, girls. Now, our first creation is a startling one. It's an off-the-ears gold lame cheesecloth with ostrich plumes that flare at the...
There can't be anything wrong with it. It's an admiral.
Oh, is that why Father always salutes it?
Ah!
Oh, no!
Yeah, the brow-beaten breadwinner shows his authority once in a while, but it only makes him the heavy in the house, that's all. And he has to let him walk over him till he bails himself behind the 8-ball. But you know, it's a very funny thing. Mom and daughter weren't the only ones that gave Pop all those gray hairs that he had. No, Junior had plenty to do with it.
What do you say, Pops?
Oh, hello, son.
Yep, you guessed it. That's him. He's a chip off of the old block. He's been chipping away at him for years. He's sort of a young guy. I think he's going to college. At least he has lingerie to prove it.
We say we take a look and see how the Giants are doing. They lost.
Well, if the Giants lose many games, I won't be able to find out what's going on in the world.
Oh, say, I knew there was something I forgot.
What? Wait a minute. Aren't those the cigars you bought me for my birthday?
Yeah, I'll get you some more. I just want to take a few of these along to impress my, new girlfriend.
Oh, are you sure she smokes that brand? Just a minute, son, just a minute.
What?
Is that a new suit?
Yeah, you like the way it fits?
Where'd you get it?
Out of your closet. Oh, but don't worry. I'll take good care of it, Pops.
Son, that's the suit I bought to take your mother out on our anniversary.
Oh, I know it. I just want to break it in. Hey, believe me, it'll get around a lot more with me than it will with you.
Well, it does look pretty good on you, son.
Yeah, I knew you'd like it. You know, the only trouble, I had to pin it up in back here because it was about 5 inches too big in the waistline.
Oh,
you know?
I see. Oh, well, it looks pretty good with my tie and my shirt.
Well, I knew you'd like it. Oh, say, Pop.
Yeah?
Can I borrow the car tonight?
What's the matter with your car?
Well, I don't understand what happened. All of a sudden, I was driving along last night when the motor stopped. I hit a telephone pole.
What?
Oh, but don't worry. The mechanics will be here in the morning to fix it. Well, I'll see you, Dad.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you want the keys to the car?
I already took them off your dresser. God is an angel.
Now, you may be wondering, what is Dad smiling about? Well, a miracle has just happened. This is the first time Junior has left the house without asking for any money.
Hey, Pop, how about some dough? Thanks a lot. Later.
Sure was a short miracle, wasn't it? Well...
Doesn't Dad ever put his foot down?
Nah, the way he's got it figured out, if you can't whip him, join him. Why, he can't even use his own telephone, and you know why? Sister is always on the phone. Why, the way that little bird chirps, you'd think Alexander Graham Bell invented her along with a phone.
And that's not all. Let me tell you something else about that Nick, the creep. Oh, Margie, you won't believe this. He's supposed to be going steady with me, right? Well, just last night, he was out with that poodle-cut zombie, Mary Jane.
Mom, what does our daughter look like? She's got that phone in front of her face. I remember what she looks like.
Oh, for heaven's sake. And stop pacing up and down the floor. She'll be through with it shortly.
I saw it with my own eyes. Certainly. Well...
Can I use the phone?
See.
What do you want to use the phone for?
Oh, it's nothing important. I just want to report that the garage is on fire, but it can wait.
Now it's time for Pop to go to bed. The house is quiet for a change. Brother's still out. Sister's at the movies with her boyfriend. There's nothing between Pop and a good night's sleep now, except Mom, who's rinsing out a few things in the bathroom. So Pop just has to bide his time and wait until the blockade is lifted.
Tired, dear?
Tired? Why should Dad be tired? He hasn't done anything all day except work like a dog, miss his lunch, worry about how's he going to get the kids through college and still save enough money for Mom and Pop's old age, how they're going to pay their taxes and have the house painted, get Mom's teeth fixed. Ah, but he feels like $1 million, Pop does. But he would still like to get in that bathroom.
Mom, are you through in the bathroom?
Yes, dear.
Oh, good. Now I can get in there and take a nice hot bath. Oh, you're gonna make me sleep tonight? Oh,
Oh, you can't. I'm soaking my nightgowns and my slips in the tub.
Oh, no. Oh.
I don't know why Pop's so upset. He could take a bath in the wash basin. Poor sister's got her stocking soaking in there. But Dad finally falls asleep. He's come to the end of his peaceful day. And he thinks, that's what he thinks. He should live so long. Because just when his dreams start to get good, they're shattered by Brother who comes in.
Hey, Pop!
Yes? What?
Oh, I thought I told you not to worry about this suit. The fellas I got in a fight with promised to clean and press it.
What? Oh.
Good night, Ma.
Nice.
Sleep tight, Pops.
Yeah? Don't worry, Pop will sleep tight. His pajamas have shrunk. He don't care about that new suit. He's still got that old one that he's been wearing for 8 years. It's a blue serge. And the pants are so shiny, if you ever tore them, you'll have 7 years bad luck. But anyhow, he manages to doze off to sleep again. And he's doing a pretty good job at it until finally...
Oh, never mind, dear. It's just daughter with her boyfriend downstairs.
It's 3 o'clock. Doesn't that guy have a home to go to?
Oh, I don't know.
Tell him what's the
Lucy, get off of that boy's lap.
I will not. I was here first.
Daughter, do you know what time it is?
Oh, Dad, this is Irvin.
Is it real?
I want you to be the first one to know, Dad. Irvin and I are getting married. Well, Dad, aren't you going to say something?
What could he say that the censors would pass? But buck up, Pop. Remember, you're not losing a daughter. You're gaining a dependent.
Well, Irvin, you better run along. But come back in the morning and have breakfast with Dad, huh? Kiss me goodnight, dear. Bye. Be sweet now. Well, Dad, what do you think of your future son-in-law?
What does he do for a living? Play trick or treat?
Now, don't you worry about that. You just wait and see. He'll grow on you.
Over my dead body?
Well, that's Father's Day. One of the better ones. He's tired now, a bit disillusioned, but tomorrow he'll get up with the idea that he's going out and conquer the world. And a lot of people don't realize that it takes quite a bit to be a pop. A lot of worry. And it's an expensive proposition. But if you were to ask Dad, he'd tell you that having a family is like becoming a king. You may not always see eye to eye, but you always see heart to heart. That's what makes him happy. That's what makes him thankful. That's what makes him Dad. You know, after what I've been saying, I've thought it over. I'm going to call it off. I'm not going through with it.
Won't be a minute, Mr. Lump Lump.
Oh, yes, it will. You tell her I've gone out for a cup of coffee. Tell her I've gone to Brazil. I'm going to raise my home. Only 15 floors down. I don't want to... Huh?
Come and look at it.
Mine? Well, good heavens. Where did it get that terrific sunburn? What is it, a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh. Well, look, it's bald-headed and got no teeth. Can you give me a new one? It's like it's 100 years old. I think it sort of recognized me. It sort of waved back. I don't know. I guess it's kind of worth it after all, huh?
You're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed our little get-together here tonight. I'm quite flattered tonight as one of America's foremost comedians is with us in our audience, Mr. Ken Murray. And I'd like to thank him for coming. And now, ladies and gentlemen, until we see you next week is our final show, and we hope that you'll be with us. And so until then, to all the little ones, hey, give Pop a kiss, will you? Give Mom one, too. Bye.
The Red Skelton Show has been brought to you by Procter & Gamble's Tide.